Hello, everybody. All right. I hope people can jump on because I know that I said originally that I would do this around noon, but I'm hoping that 11 works for some of you. So I'll give you guys a few minutes to hop on. I'm nervous to share some of the stuff I'm going to share today. I'm getting out of my comfort zone yet again. For those of you who heard my call yesterday or that I posted last night from Jacqueline Stanley's team about those moments in my business where I had to step out of my comfort zone a little bit. And I feel like this is one of those moments. Not only going live, which I'm getting better at every week, and I still don't have this, this thing still isn't working for me. The stand. So I need to figure out better, but right now it's leaning against books and it's working. So I'll give people a minute. This is my favorite water. We buy this water, and the other day I was at a basketball game and one of the moms thought I was drinking vodka. So there you go. I'm not drinking vodka, everyone. This is water. I don't think that would be very appropriate at my children's basketball game. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into this and share with you guys what's been on my heart. And I know that I came into this saying that I wanted you guys to be able to ask me anything, and I want to be able to share some answers to help you guys wherever you are in your business. Well, there are certain times where I feel like just from the week that I've had with the coaching calls I've had and the people that have touched me in my business, I feel like this is on my heart to share with you. And especially with the timing of it, part of me is like, oh my gosh, this is the week before Christmas, or the week of Christmas. I know everybody's super busy, and wait, week before? When is Christmas? Anyway, this weekend is when it's all happening for me with family in town and everything. So I know that we're busy, but I also feel like it's important to put this out here because I feel like it gives us a little bit of time to digest it before the new year. And I know everybody's thinking about that 2018, what's it going to look like for them. So I want it to be the best it can with your Plexus business. So why I'm sharing this is because my coaching calls, and it's funny, whenever I talk about my coaching calls on here, everybody I've had a coaching call with that week thinks it's because of, I'm talking about their coaching call specifically. And it's funny because really, a lot of times I'm not talking about theirs, but they assume that it is because we talk about similar things on coaching calls and people are in similar places. So this is one of those where I'm hearing certain things from the coaching calls I'm doing and they seem to be very similar. And I want to make sure that we're addressing them. The bottom line is people not wanting to do the things. People not wanting to reach out. People stuck in this place of okay, I have to reach out. I'm doing these accountability calls and I have to reach out to X amount of people and I just don't want to. I don't have that inner drive. I don't have that inner desire to reach out. And so this might be a little strange to you guys. I'm doing some funny things today on this Zoom, but I really hope that it helps make a point. So I want to tell you a little story, first of all. Well, before that, this is a simple job. I want you to think of this ambassador, or the job of being an ambassador is simple. The bottom line is we're sharing the products and helping the people get started, right? That in a nutshell is the beginning. That is really, that's your IPA. That is the simplistic version of this job, right? Especially at the beginning. It's sharing and helping people, period. Why is that so hard to do? So I want to tell you a little bit about what's going on with my own personal family right now. We had a video game issue where my younger son was addicted and all he wanted to do was come home from school and play video games. And I got to a point where I was like, this is driving me crazy. I'm tired of having to put timers on and try to so what we decided to do was a token economy. Now, I'm a special ed teacher by trade, so that's where my head went, was we need a token economy for these children. And I set up a token economy. If you don't know what that is, Google it. They're amazing. But it's basically where kids work to earn something, and then they're able to buy things with that token. So we used Cottonballs, and the boys can earn Cottonballs. I should have brought the little list. I printed out a list from the internet of how do you earn the token, and then what can you buy with the token? So they can earn Cottonballs by doing chores cheerfully, doing chores without being asked, basically just being kind to each other. Things like coming home and hanging their coat up in the coat closet and closing the door. Like, just really simple tasks, but the tasks that you're tired of nagging at them about, and it makes everybody happier when things are just happening, right? When the dogs are being fed, when the table's being set for dinner, and somebody's getting the drinks, and all of those things. They get a cotton ball for each one of those things. And then they also can use those cotton balls to buy things like TV time, like 2 cotton balls for 1 hour of TV, or 5 cotton balls for 1 hour of technology. And they save their cotton balls for different things. Well, for Trevor, this has been life-changing because it's really chopped up his internet time, and he has to earn it, and he can also lose it, so that's helped with behavior. So yeah, they can lose cotton balls for behavior issues, talking back, not following directions, whatever, those kind of things. So cotton balls have been awesome for him. For Everett, he looked at the list, and again, this was a list I printed off the internet. I can share it if you guys are interested. And one of the things, there were some bigger prizes. So you could actually have 30 cotton balls. You could buy a $15 or less Lego set. Like, why? I don't know why this child has millions of Legos, but that was his goal. He had a big goal, okay? So he didn't look at this like, I can earn 2 hours of TV, whatever, like Trevor does. He was like, I want something big. I really want to save. So he has been going overboard with his good behavior. I wake up in the morning and he has made breakfast for he and his brother, fed the dogs, let them out. I mean, like, he's just doing it all, right? And it's amazing. But here's the thing about the cotton balls. They are not given for every single task. It's very intermittent. It's basically what my husband and I, first of all, notice, and we want to. So if I gave a cotton ball for every single thing Everett's doing right now, he would have millions of cotton balls. But he keeps doing it because he keeps getting that intermittent reinforcement, right? So I know you guys, some of you are like, why are you telling me this story? Because I want you to think about this like you think about your reach outs, okay? So you guys have, I don't care what color you are, you've got a cotton ball when somebody responds or somebody's ready to order. If you're green, you get that incredible testimonial and that understanding of the products even more because you've helped someone with a certain condition, right? The yellows, they just want to help people feel better, and they're just so happy when they're able to help someone. The reds get the money. They love that side of it. And then the blues, they love to go after their friends joining them on this journey. So whatever color you are, when you get a customer, when you get somebody to communicate with you and you are helping them put their order in and helping them with their products, that's like you getting your cotton balls, okay? So I want you guys to understand that analogy because I think it's important that we understand that why do you work for the cotton balls? Because you get them, right? You work for the cotton balls because you're getting the cotton balls. What would happen if you didn't get the cotton balls? What would happen if you continued to do these reach outs and you're not getting anything? It's like silence back. Does anybody feel me? Does anybody know what that feels like? That is something that I've had a couple people on coaching calls lately talk to me about. It's like, yes, I'm doing it. I'm doing the things, but I'm not getting anything back. So how do we handle that? First of all, we do something called, I like to think of it as indulging because I think about negative talk, blaming others, all of those yucky things that come out of us as kind of like indulging in, like when you're trying to eat healthy and you want to eat that chocolate cake, it sounds good and you think you want it, and when after you eat it sometimes you just feel yucky. Your body's like, ew, why did you do that? I feel like that's kind of what happens when you indulge in the complaining and going to that negative place in your head, maybe talking to just sidelines or whatever and kind of complaining and having that comparison issue where you're looking at other people and saying, well, she's doing it and it's actually working for her. And so anyway, letting yourself go to that place. And then the worst part of that is you stop doing the things. You stop doing the reach outs. You stop getting excited about these products because you're not getting the cotton balls. Okay? So does anybody feel there? Does anybody feel like they've been there? They're not getting the cotton balls. So how do we handle that? Now this is where I want you guys to know, I was on the thing where I wasn't seeing any of your comments or whatever. I hope that you guys, Sorry if you've commented, I haven't seen it. I just finally switched over and saw that. So I was like, gosh, nobody's responding to anything. So anyway, now this is where I want you guys to hear my heart here and know I want cotton balls. I know, Liz, we all want cotton balls. And we will get cotton balls. You guys know how this works, right? You know that you do the things, you get the cotton balls. And sometimes it just feels like you're not getting cotton balls for a long time. And I hate that feeling. And I wish, and I look at Everett. I'm like, if I just stopped giving him cotton balls, what would he do? Eventually, he would stop doing the things, right? So I can't control your cotton balls. I can't control your network of friends and family that you're reaching out to, responding to you and giving you your cotton balls. I can't. But what I can do is help you understand some tools that you can put in your tool belt to help you attract those cotton balls, okay? So again, this is where I'm getting, it seems like the cotton balls come in spurts. I'm getting, and that's what I want to talk to you about specifically. Sarah just said it feels like they come in spurts. And I want to tell you there's something behind those spurts. If I told you there was a secret to those spurts being fruitful, wouldn't you want to know what it is, right? So that's what I'm going to share with you, but I want a disclaimer here. Some of you are going to be like, okay, Emily's off her rocker. Like, what is she talking about? And I challenge you, anything I say today, do your own research. Google it, look into it. Prove me wrong. Try this and see what it does for you. And if it doesn't work, then come tell me, hey, and we'll talk it through, because I'm telling you it works 100% of the time. So, but it is a mind trick. Okay, well, first let me start with, I'm going to read to you a book. Now you guys are going to really think I'm crazy. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this book, but it is an incredible book. It's called Jonathan James and the What If Monster. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I want to read you a few of these pages. It's a children's book by Usborne Books, which I love. They're really good books. It's actually a network marketing company. Okay, it says, so it's a little boy named Jonathan Jones, and this is one of the pages I wanted to read you. He's climbing a tree, okay, and he's got this little what if monster that kind of hangs out with him. And it says, what if you tumble? What if there's wind? What if you slip and your knee gets on skinned? So the what if monster's kind of like helping him see the bads, what if this happens? He's going to jump off the diving board. What if they giggle? What if it's chilly? What if you jump and look really silly? He wants to play baseball. What if it's hard? What if you're bad? What if they laugh and it makes you feel sad? I swear I'm not going to read the whole book. But anyway, so all of these little what if things, and this one's my favorite here. He wants to play with this little girl. But the what if monster says, what if she laughs? What if she runs? What if she thinks you're not any fun? Okay, so this poor little boy is running around with this what if monster at him all the time, giving him this negative feedback and this negative what ifs. So Jonathan James steps up to the what if monster in the middle of the book and says, now wait just a minute, I have something to say after hearing your what ifs all through the day. I hear all your worries, I hear all your claims, but what if you're wrong? Said Jonathan James. So anyway, you guys get the point. At the end, we go through the what ifs. On the other hand, right? What if I take a chance in the end and that's how I find my very best friend? So anyway, that's the last page, but they go into what if I actually succeed? What if things actually work out? So the reason I wanted to read you this book is because I want you to understand that that's the kind of stuff that happens in your own head. You guys have what if monsters. We all have what if monsters, right? So how do you handle the what if monsters? How do you change that? And what is it that I'm talking about, this whole secret thing? Well, what it is vibration, okay? We are all in a vibration state. We all have a frequency to our body. And this was another coaching call I did with somebody just recently who is struggling. We were talking about kind of where she was right now, and she used the word unworthy. She said, I just feel unworthy. So we kind of talked about having some action steps she can have to be miracle grow for her positivity and her feeling worthy to be successful in this business. And she said, this was so interesting to me. She said, I feel so giddy and excited, like you're going to sprinkle glitter on me. And it made me feel really excited. And then immediately I felt scared again and unworthy. Those feelings crept back in. And I was like, boom, this is it. You are starting to identify your feelings and your vibration, okay? So I just want you guys to understand like vibration frequency 101. Success is high frequency, okay? Those good feelings you have, that like excitement that you feel when when somebody responds to you, or when your dream teamer is willing to sign up and at least try the products. That high energy feeling, that is high vibration, okay? Low vibration is always, good, Emily, yay, you're on the same page. Good to hear. Low vibration is always based in fear, okay? It will always come from a place of fear. Almost every negative emotion is based in fear. Anger, sadness, all of those are based in fear, okay? So, when you have high vibration, you attract high vibration things, okay? You attract success. So going back to what Sarah Heck said, I think that was Sarah Heck who said it comes in spurts when you get the cotton balls. That's because you are in a high vibration state. So let me tell you this. If you are doing your reach outs to people and just to check that off the list for your accountability calls, that is not, and you're not doing them in a high vibration state, you're doing them just to check off the list, you're not going to have the cotton balls, okay? So the way to get cotton balls is to have the action, doing the things in a high vibration state, okay? So low vibration attracts low vibration. So a fear-based place of unworthiness, and I don't know this is gonna work, and I'm just gonna do it to check it off the list, that's not going to attract the cotton balls, okay? Are you guys with me on this? I know some of you are like, she's crazy, but I'm telling you it's real. So how do you combat the low vibration? When you get in that place, and I had this girl when I was on the call with her, the coaching call, when she said, I just have that that feeling of like unworthiness again. I said, okay, then that's what you need to do. You need to feel it. You have to identify that feeling. And that's the best way for you to combat low vibration, is to expose it as low vibration. So if you guys need to pretend like you see Jonathan Jones' little what if monster, and you feel that inside and you say, oh my gosh, that's what that is. That's all that is. You expose it, okay? And then you get back to a high vibration. So what is the high vibration that you want? I want you to think about this. If Everett were doing all these chores and he was not getting the cotton ball, but he kept working at it, why do you think he's continuing to work? It's because in his mind's eye, he sees the cotton ball. He sees, mommy's going to give me a cotton ball. I know she's going to notice one of these things I'm doing, okay? So I want you guys to understand that you are about to sign up Brooke Hemingway. You're about to sign up a Celeste Gwynn. You're about to sign up a Jen Hawkins. You're about to sign up one of those incredible ambassadors who just takes this and runs. Okay, I want you to see it. I want you to feel it. I want you to be in a vibration state of excited expectation, okay? I have somebody that I work with who helps me guides me through this vibration and how important it is. And she used that verbiage with it. She said, you want to be in an excited expectation state of vibration. So you know it's going to happen. You believe it and you're excited for it and you're going to keep doing the things for it to happen. And if you look, some of you guys were looking back at those messages. I posted them on this page. Okay, good. Emily says it's making sense. Good. I want you guys to look back at those messages I sent Jacqueline. You can tell I was in a high vibration, high energy place when I was sending those messages. I was excited. I want you guys to read those messages that I sent her. And even though she was not responding to me, you can tell in the verbiage, you can tell in the way that I was stating things that I was so freaking excited for her. I was so excited for her to join. And that is way different than, hey, would you watch this video and let me know what you think? Or whatever you would message somebody just to put the message out there, okay? So this isn't about the words you're typing. It's about the vibration behind them. It's about where you are in your own mind, in your own energy, in your own expectations of something incredible about to happen, okay? That is how you attract the cotton balls. So again, if you guys think I'm crazy, totally get it. I think it sounds crazy too. But the more I've researched, the more I've learned, and the more I've watched this happen in my life and my business and in everything, the more I do believe in it. So you guys are in your Jedi training for this. This sounds so crazy. So I'm just going to make it crazy. 2017, I want you to start becoming able to identify your energy state. I want you to understand your frequency of where you are. I want you to understand when you're that low vibration, that fear-based, this isn't going to work, that unworthiness, okay? I want you to address that and feel it and expose it for what it is. It's the what if monster. And then I want you to bring yourself back to that excited, I'm about to sign up Brooke Hemingway. If that's what you want to say, pick your favorite diamond that you want on your team and say, that's who I'm about to sign up. And then go get them and message and do the things in that high vibration state with those excited expectations. And I hope that you guys got something out of this, because if you can start to do those things in 2017, think about, if you get good at this, what it will bring to you in 2018. One last story. This is interesting to me. When I was doing jewel training, Kristen Abart was one of my trainers, and she said that when she was a little girl, whenever she said anything negative about herself, if she was like, I'm just not pretty, or I'm dumb, or whatever, her mother made her sit and say 10 positive things about herself before she could move on. Okay, so if she was doing homework and said, I don't get it, I'm stupid, her mom would say, okay, 10 things. And she would have to sit there and list, I have pretty brown eyes, I have pretty hair, whatever it is, she had to list 10 things. And what an awesome lesson for her, right? Because what did that do? Behavior patterns are just that, patterns, right? So she was taught at a really young age to have that behavior of when that low vibration, when that what if monster comes, her mother taught her how to combat that by building herself back up. And I just thought that was really, really interesting. And I think it says a lot about why and how Kristen got to the position she is in Plexus. So anyway, I love this. Yes. And you guys share this with your children, share this with your friends. I know it sounds crazy. Share it with your teams. But I want you to prove me wrong. Show me that it's crazy. Try it and get better at it, and look how 2018 can be if you guys are always in that high vibration, excited expectation state, and how that's going to bring you the cotton balls. All right. Love you guys. This was a really fun one, and I'm excited. I'm excited for next week. It will be right after Christmas. Not sure what I'm sharing yet. I'll probably pick one of those Ask